Preparing for life.
Something like that, bro. Like this fellow. There you go. Ain't funny, man. Well, like a Baptist preacher. That's what you would look for. You really think it's funny. It ain't funny at all. It ain't, I don't know what it is. So why he wearing a freaking jacket? Like he about to go to school. Same thing I asked mom and dad when they brought you home from the zoo. Man, I just used the same joke on you. You can't use it on me 2 days later. I can't. I ain't biting my jokes.
Damn, son. No originality over here? What we doing?
So I'm saying 2 days ago, bro. 2 days ago, man. You know you lost now. You be the one that steal jokes on the regular. Steal jokes on the radio. On the regular. Oh, on the regular. I was about to say,
I know you hear me on the radio. True. Come on now.
I'm glad we ain't the only people running on CPT.
Hey, I normally have a partner, and I'm doing everything solo right now.
Dolo dolo, huh? Okay.
Mother. I love him, but I need to get a new partner.
I can't stop sweating. It ain't even that hot right now. It might be because you're dirty.
Damn.
That's dirt got to do with it.
What's dirt got to do with anything? Got to do with it? What's dirt? What's stinking ass in motion? What's dirt got to do with it?
We just on America's Got Talent with it hitting them red button so quick, boy.
Come on now.
My boy Cole said the chopper's gonna spin you around like they could judge on the voice.
And then he ran away. What's up with your man? Your man ducktail. Like, come on, Cole, what you doing? You scared of Kendrick? They say you scared.
K-Dot's people told him to back up.
He said, hey, yo, he said, this ain't for you right here. This ain't for you. It's real business right here. This ain't rap shit. It's real shit. He was like, okay.
That's
let me go get out of there.
I mean, what he gonna say to Kendrick? Nothing. He said his arms are too short to box with the God. I mean, hey. Kendrick really wild for saying that he beat J. Cole in that joint, bro.
I'm gonna launch this thing up and then we're gonna get funky.
And somebody already funky. I knew he was gonna say that. Who said that?
What up? 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 It's your boy T. Half of On the Ride Up, Season 4, Episode 11. I'm calling this Vigilante Justice. Why? Because I have some new passengers on the ride up. I got Titus and Tanner Brooks, stars of the new Patriot and Goliath. Welcome to the pod, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, buddy.
So,
like I mentioned before.
So let's just get straight into it. Everybody wants to know what makes you want to make a Patriot and Goliath movie.
Just you just sometimes you just get out. You want to tell your story, and the stories line up with what we've been through. So, and I just want to fight. So, yeah, some people like to say today, but really, I just like to fight. Put this black belt to use. I got, But we found out about these characters. Uh, we watched Captain America: Winter Soldier, and we were like, man, this the fight was top notch in that. And we came home. I came home later, maybe a month later, and I was like looking up black characters from Marvel, and I was like, that look just like Titus. Talking about Patriot. And I found this character named Goliath, Bill Foster and Tom Foster, his nephew. They basically the same person, you know. I'm like, yo, that looks like me. So we, ever since 2014, after that movie, we've been wanting to do something like this, and we finally been able to do it 2 times now. Hopefully, we get to do it a third, or hopefully we get to do it with Marvel officially.
What do you expect the audience to get out of this movie? Like, because when you have fan made stuff, are you prepared for the how people gonna hate? Oh, they gonna see it like, oh, we got Patriot and Goliath movie, and then they see it and they think it's just a teaser. Then they realize it's not a teaser; it's just a fan made movie. Then it's like the critique, it goes out the window, and it's like, how do you guys take those things going forward?
Just take the energy and move with it, because even in them putting that energy towards it, they're still helping us move forward. And if they see it, that's one plus already. And if they talk about it,
It's
that's
already a
another
win.
one.
It's already a
Yeah.
win.
Mm-hmm. And they can't beat
I
me, so I don't care. So, my grandpa said, "Mouth can say anything."
Are you guys encouraged or influenced by seeing the Fresh Prince of Bel Air getting picked up and turned into a show, or is it just something that you know it's not necessarily the actual goal, but it'd be like a bonus if it happens type of thing? Like, is this more of a passion project or something you want to see pursued in the long run?
I see it as both. I have a passion for like the craft of acting, but I also want to see and put Patriot on the live screen with it being done correctly.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of stuff that they putting out, a lot of people putting out recently, are just kind of been they pushing it out too fast without the quality being at the high level. And I just want to put the quality with this.
Tan, you mentioned it already, but you being a black belt, that definitely helps in you the choreographing the fight scenes and those things. Uh, are you guys leaning on just your expertise, or do you have anybody else working on the project that's helping, decide how the fights are going to go, who's winning? Because the last time I checked, you're the black belt, but you're the only person I saw with a black eye out of the whole process.
Yeah, we got a. I mean, I literally think he's the best. I haven't worked with anybody, but you could tell when somebody's special. And we got it. I was going to the gym at a place called Rock Box. It's boxing and kickboxing and functional stuff mixed in it. And I was telling somebody, I said, "Yeah, we're trying to do a fight scene. We got a director. We just need a fight choreographer." And she said, "I know somebody. He owns a gym, down the street." And turns out he's a great fight choreographer. His name is John Driver. He's the guy you see playing Taskmaster, aka Tony Masters in the fight scene, and he was in the last one too. We did the Patriot Pitch Reel, the first one we did with Keith Harris, our director. So
Keith Harris, that's the guy from Walking Dead, right?
yeah, he's from The Walking Dead. He played The Walking Dead on The Walking Dead as a doctor, I believe, for a few seasons.
You guys are putting some effort towards it, and I like to see that. Did you have to sweeten the pot to get him to be the Taskmaster to be a part of the project, or did you guys uh, get him to sign up and it's like, hey, we got a role for you if you want it? Like, how did that come about? Did you have
I
to?
was like, I said, you can do it if you want to. If you don't, I'm not gonna be offended if you don't want to dress up or nothing. You just want to wear, all black like you did the last time. I said, but this character, he looks like you, and it fits your martial arts expertise. His name is Taskmaster. He said, I'm down with it. He said, I sent him a costume or what he wears in like the Ultimate Comics, which is just like a tactical vest and a skull mask and a ripped up cape. And he was down with it from the jump. He said, "Yeah, I'll do that." He said, "That sounds cool." We didn't have to beg, or I wasn't gonna beg him, or had to persuade him at all.
Yeah.
He was on with it from the jump.
So, if for the people who don't know, Taskmaster is one of those. His specialty is that he can master anybody's fighting style, except for Deadpool's.
Right.
He
Yeah.
dreads going against Deadpool,
Right.
as most people should.
Yeah.
So, when are you guys expecting to finish up the project to have it available for people to watch?
You go.
It's actually out now. We dropped it, what, 2 days ago?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Just yesterday, yeah.
And it dropped 2 days, well, yesterday, and then we put it's on YouTube right now. And the link is in our bio as well.
Yep. Follow us on Titus for Eli Bradley, and it's in the bio, like you said. Or you can just go straight to YouTube and type in Patriot and Goliath fan film. Is it fan film? I believe. I can't remember. But Patriot and Goliath, it should pop up.
I just typed in
I'm
Patriot
gonna
and
tell y'all
Goliath
we're gonna
earlier.
edit it out, but I'm not gonna edit it out though. The budget, we don't have edited in the budget.
No. You understand? Fan, it's called Patriot and Goliath fan short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that your producer on the other end, getting y'all the information?
The literal producer.
Yeah, we got. All right.
You said your literal producer.
Yeah.
So how many people are part of this project? We got Patriot, Goliath, Taskmaster. Who else can we look forward to seeing? Are there other Marvel characters, or are they just characters without names from the comic book that's going to be in this piece that you guys are presenting?
No, the rest of the guys are either goons or hostages. We got
Goons or hostages.
Yeah, we got what, 8 total of goons or hostages.
Yep. 5 goons, 3 hostages. You want to list them up? You named the 3 fought.
Well, I fought Kamani Becton, Josiah Jenkins, and Dominique Wilson.
And I fought Dylan Lucas and Seth Clyburn and mine. And we both, like I said, Taskmaster is played by John Driver, our fight choreographer. And we have the 3 hostages there, Caleb, Luca, and Marlo. I can't pronounce the last name, but it's on the credits.
It's on the credits. Read, motherfucker. So what's next on the horizon for you? Oh, before we go further, because Patriot has a shield. What's special about your shield? Let the audience know you have something special about your shield, correct?
Yeah, the shield that we had in the fight scene was actually made by one of the prop managers on the Mandalorian. So they made that, and personally for me, with a few of our other friends that work at comicbook.com, and they surprised me with it when I went to New York for Comic-Con.
So what my audience wants to know is, okay, we got Patriot, we got Goliath, and we've now seen Taskmaster. Are we able to expect to see Magneto written in part 3? Because the world needs Magneto.
If we can find the helmet big enough to fit the actor we have cast, we'll make that work. But as of right now, we ain't crafted the mask yet to fit that head.
We just need you. Long as you try it on first, it should be one size fit all after that.
I didn't know how big your head was. I used the watermelon for size.
I mean, shoot, we talking about the size of a cranium. This mug taking about half the screen right now.
I can't even deny it.
You can't.
Who wrote this? Who did the screen play?
We originally did it, and then Keith Harris, he made his own. He came up with the final draft.
Yeah, he condensed it. And,
he condensed it and made it a little bit more.
Did you write it original, or did you pull it from any comic books?
It was original.
Original.
Well, sort of the playing with the kids is Patriot has a new comic book out with Black Panther, and Black Panther was trying to get Patriot because Patriot retired. So Black Panther, T'Challa was trying to get Patriot to come back out of retirement, and somehow Crossbones actually had some kid hostages, and Titus, well, see, it's anonymous.
It is same.
Titus
One
and
and the
I mean
same.
Eli, yeah, they're one and the same. Eli went and saved them. So I took inspiration from that comic book and used our friend Crystal Shanish's kids for the hostages. She's also she did Saturday Night Live for almost a decade, doing hair and makeup and special effects on, doing all kinds of like prosthetic work and just wigs and makeup. She owns a wig store here in Winston-Salem.
Okay.
And we use our kids because, they're our little buddies,
Yeah, we actually did kidnap them. They weren't acting. No, no, but
This is
they did a wonderful job.
yeah.
Yeah,
They did a wonderful job.
Shout out to Crystal Shannis, by the way. She
Shout out, C Nice.
Auntie C Nice. Yeah, I think she's the one that connected us with Keith Harris,
Okay.
the director. Yeah, she was, and she knows.
Put us on.
She put us on with Keith Harris, and it's been all good blue skies from there.
Your original director. How did they feel about you not knocking on their door for the second project?
He is the original director.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, I gave him first rights of refusal. I
What
said
were you
you
gonna
did such
do?
a good job with the first one. I said it's only right that we go back to you for a sequel. So
What was Plan B? Did you have a Plan B?
pull out the old cell phone and record it myself.
So,
I actually
the
did
ring,
have a
the
young
ring camera popper.
cinematographer that just
Yeah.
graduated from the School of the Arts. He was ready.
Well, I'm hoping I can potentially link you guys up with, because I'm assuming that you'll and eventually you guys are getting bit by the bug, so it'll be more than just Patriot and Goliath in the future for you. And as you know, I have a friend that's a filmmaker. Hence, I've already been in the film already. I've already been on Amazon Prime. No, you know what I'm saying? Humble brag, humble brag. But nonetheless, the next casting call, hopefully I can send you guys his way if you guys are able to travel to, because he's located here.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I know the lead actress for his last movie, I believe she's located in Atlanta. Her family's from here, but she's located in Atlanta, but she came here to do the project. She was when he originally started the film, the original actress he had was a diva, because he'd worked with her before, and she had other projects, and she had other movies that she's working on. So I guess her head was a little bit too big for Felix's liking, so he replaced her. So they had to do reshoots, and she came in. The other girl came in from Atlanta. She did a phenomenal job on the movie. So yes, Felix has done he did a second movie. He did I think like two shorts. Done a couple good things. He does work for the Monumental Sports. That's the ownership of the Wizards, Capitals, Mystics. So their video footage, he works for that team. My guy Felix. So he's part of the program. He logged in every now and then. So the next time he's doing some casting calls, whatever the case may be, I'm like, hey, I got guys. You know what I'm saying? I have the Patriot and Goliath. Lock in. But so is there anything else you guys want to tell us about the project that we haven't covered so far?
We're trying to work on a part 3. We're in still like the discussing stages, but pre-production. So we just got to narrow that down and see what that entails. But
Yeah, we got to put our heads together and come up with something bigger and badder than the last one.
Where would you rank your project amongst the fan made Marvel projects?
Good
Like
question.
when the audience watches it, like is it like do you feel like, hey, this is gonna have some replay value, some shareable value, and what are you guys doing to expand on how many people see it? Like, what other avenues are you doing besides just YouTube? Are you pushing it to anything else?
We haven't pushed it anywhere else yet. We're just kind of doing our own marketing for now, but we have
Okay.
to. We're working on the marketing side of it. But what you think?
Can you repeat the question?
What type of efforts are you guys doing to get the project out for people to see it? Because as comic book fans, everything isn't going to be MCU. We get that, but we can still enjoy it. When Gambit, when they did the Gambit short, it wasn't MCU and it was fan made, but it was a good piece. And
Mhm.
so it's like the the viewing audience can appreciate just watching the effort. So that's what I want to know what you guys are doing. Like, are you just, is it just passion and you just made it? Like, hey, if they get it, they get it. Like, because as a person who does music, I don't necessarily put all my music out there. Some songs I just do it, and some songs I'm like, hey, y'all need to hear this right here. I think I got one with this one. So
Mhm.
I mean, obviously you got me. So any legs I got to put behind, I'm definitely putting behind it. Uh, just because I like the movement. I like the fact that you guys are working together. You know, I, I would like to see you guys fight against each other because I know Tight want to put his paws on you, but he can't do it in real life. At least he can do it, write it at he can write it in.
I'll put pause
Right.
on both of y'all.
Listen.
Hey,
Hey, listen,
you
I
want
don't, I
this
don't know.
smoke?
I don't know how y'all operate out there. It ain't the same
Look
as
at
out here.
this.
That's all I can tell you. All I can do is I'm glad you got. I'm glad one of y'all at least went and learned how to actually like fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different beast out here. We had to do it every
Y'all a
day.
little
It was.
sluggish now.
I learned how
I'm
to fight
sorry.
after I got finished with
Y'all a little
Taekwondo.
sluggish, man.
I'm
I'm just
learning out
saying.
Hey,
here.
hey, listen.
I'm the only one
I
out here that they probably can't even touch the net no more on the basketball court.
How
listen.
you gonna switch from fighting to
Long,
basketball?
You know what I'm saying, bro.
long as the ball touched the net, that's all that matters.
He
That's
can't
all.
shoot better than me.
That's all that matters. Long as the ball touched the net. You get what I'm saying? Long as the ball touched the net. See, I pray. See, when you get a little older, you just prey on ego. So your ego is how I win. So it's
Oh no,
okay.
when I step on the court, I ain't got no ego no more.
Like, and y'all both 6 feet easy. Yeah, you come on with ego. It's all good. You come on with ego.
Yeah,
Hey, listen.
you
It's
you 6 feet now.
hey, all I say is before there was Eli, there was Isaiah. That's all I'm gonna say. Before there was Eli Bradley, there was Isaiah Bradley. You feel what I'm saying?
Better truth.
He called my granddaddy then.
Hey, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute, goddammit. You not finna disrespect me on my own podcast calling me granddad. Rest in peace.
Oh no, no, I skip right over you.
Not today, Ty. Not today. Not today. Okay. So we've gotten
We all talking. Yeah.
Patriot and Goliath out the way. We on the ride up. So on the ride up, we talk about everything. One of you are a Panthers fan. Are you going to win more than one game this year?
You real brother.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough out here. Them
It's
boys are boo boo. I ain't gonna lie. Them boys are boo boo. I think we win 2 or 3.
if you have another bad season, do you think that you guys would be out on Bryce Young, or do you
I don't
stick with
know.
him for at least another year?
I think they'll stick with it for a little bit longer.
It ain't even his fault.
Yeah. It's not. It can't all be on him. He's young. He'll learn. Nah. He'll
Right,
learn.
but if you have another season where you only win 1 or 2 games, you're more than likely to be the number 1 or number 2 pick in the draft. The Bears knew that they was going to be the number 1 pick, and they said, "Okay, I'm done with Justin Fields. Let's go get Caleb Williams." So if the Carolina Panthers can get the number 1 or number 2, even number 3 pick, that quarterback in Colorado is available. Are you sticking with Bryce, or are you going to get number 2 from Colorado?
Mm,
Because if you get number 2 from Colorado, that means you might get prime with him.
that's
You
true.
might you might get 12 with him too.
That'll be tight. Hey, I'd be with it if you don't produce. I mean, it's I don't know what the timetable is, but you know, you gotta give some guy room to breathe. But also, it's like time is ticking. You got to start producing. So I think they're just gonna do what's best for the team, and if he's available and we got the pick, we're gonna have to take the best player available or that we at the position that we need the most. So I wouldn't mind having Shador.
Who you guys got going to the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
It's too early to tell. Way
Is
too
it?
early to tell. Yeah,
Is it you? So you don't just got Kansas City going to the Super Bowl? Kansas
probably.
City, Kansas
Nah, I got
City.
Baltimore.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Hold on, let me get the laugh out first, then I apologize. Hold on, man. Okay,
Like,
okay.
give me
Now, my
Baltimore.
bad. I didn't mean to laugh. You taking Baltimore over Kansas City
Yep.
based on
They running back and quarterback.
they got Patrick Mahomes?
Nah, they got Lamar.
Oh, okay. But it's not Patrick Mahomes though.
Who Kansas City running back though?
Who were they running back last year? Who were they running
I don't
back two
know.
years ago?
But who
So
was
I guess it
Baltimore
don't
running back
matter.
last year?
Lamar Jackson.
It wasn't Derrick Henry. Yeah,
You
they
think
got
of
Derrick Henry.
Hey,
so you looking at it as Derrick Henry gonna put them over the top?
that's a solid offense.
That's
I
solid,
got.
bro.
That's gonna be super solid.
I hate to say it, I really do, but I got the Eagles going to the Super Bowl.
At least you ain't
Even
say the Cowboys.
Ain't nobody got them going over there.
no,
Yeah.
no, they have 2 washed up running backs in a backfield. Nah, they nah, they have Zeke
They got Justin Zeke and
and Cook. What is this
Mm.
2018? But the Eagles bringing in Saquon Barkley. I don't have time for that shit. I don't. I don't want to see them twice a year. And you know what makes it worse is that we traded our we traded Jahan Dotson, and I'm
yep.
not worried about Jahan Dotson, so to speak, but I hate the fact that he's going to be on a team that probably beats us twice, so he gets to celebrate beating us twice, even if he ain't really doing shit to beat us. I don't like that too much.
They got a mean
I,
wide receiver for it too though.
You hear y'all let go of KJ Henry?
Yeah.
KJ Henry, Titus not grew up with KJ Henry.
I remember.
Y'all old defensive.
I,
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
didn't.
He just got
A lot
the
of
the Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah,
a lot of our fans were scratching our head about letting them go, but we knew he wasn't gonna be on off a team that long anyway. Either he was gonna get picked up off waivers, or we was gonna put him in a practice squad. So
hmm
no, but we like KJ Henry. I think I'm hoping that that's a testament to what we have from a defensive standpoint. The fact that we can let somebody. I think we had enough guys who we're developing, and the fact that he's not like already impact player, we got guys that we're developing that we have more invested in. I think that's why they went ahead and let him go, give him a shot to go somewhere. So that's one thing. See, I believe in this the karma. I feel like some of these teams uh don't operate in good faith, and I think that Adam Peters and Dan Quinn are operating in good faith. So, like even when we traded away Bridgeway to the Saints, we could have kept him, and he probably would have got some playing time, but traded him away, uh, send him to a team where he's going to get more player time, and we get something in return for it. So I think that helps KJ Henry in the long run, where he gets to go and get some playing time somewhere else versus sitting on our practice squad. So
Yeah.
he's from Winston Salem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right around the block from us.
Y'all had other black people in your neighborhood? That's weird.
Yeah, he lived in the bigger white neighborhood than we did.
Or the bigger white neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, our neighborhood's pretty diverse.
Really?
It was white back then. Back then it was white.
Yeah.
Now it's diverse.
That's
Now we did have the Brazilians back then.
Oh yeah, they had Brazilians partying every weekend. You can hear the music down here. Freaking 5 houses down.
I had Brazilians?
Mm-hmm.
Like bad ones or nah? Because
I was
see,
about 4 or 5 years old, man.
Yeah. Long time ago.
Oh, because see, when I think Brazilians, I think about volleyball and I think women and
thinking about BBL. That's me thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking, I mean, I didn't know that there was any other Brazilians. So, yeah, excuse me. The volleyball team. That's it. That's all I know. Soccer, maybe.
I believe you call it soccer.
That's crazy.
So, guys, I want to appreciate you. Thank you guys for coming on the pod.
Of course.
Oh, so you ain't gonna talk about the Celtics? You gonna talk about football?
Talk about the Wizards?
You gonna talk about the Celtics? We just won the championship.
I'm not wrapping up the podcast, sir.
Okay.
I'm not wrapping up the podcast. I want to say is I want to thank y'all for coming on the pod. How we operate on a ride up is once you're a passenger, you're always a passenger. So from here on out, when we have an episode, we send invitations to get in the ride with the pod. So when we have the next episode, you guys will get an invitation to come on the pod because you're no longer guests. That's how we operate. So
cool.
you're part of the On the Ride Up family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. So let's talk about the Celtics. Let's talk about Jaylen Brown not being an Olympian. Let's talk about Jason Tatum being a cold bitch warmer. A cold bitch warmer. Hey, how did you, as fans of the Celtics, how did you feel about your boys getting shafted with the Olympic team? Did you care at all?
I was just concerned about the end goal, the goal. We brought home the gold. That's all that mattered to me.
So it was country over Celtics.
The championship, and we got a gold medal. That's all I'm worried about. The end result. I wasn't really worried about, how we got there. Just worried about the end result. But I was ticked off that Jaylen Brown wasn't on the team, and we got Derek White and Drew Holiday and Jason Tatum on the team, but no Jaylen Brown.
So y'all was being greedy.
Player in NBA history.
Maybe. See, this is what people didn't consider. Maybe they realized, hey, the last time we had 4 Celtics on a USA team, the team was trash. So maybe it was like, let's cap it at 3, and then that's enough love, and then we can win.
That's the third. The third option was Derek White. He got picked up instead of Jaylen Brown. That's what we're saying. It could have still been 3, but swap out Jaylen Brown for Derek White.
I be honest with you, I think the difference with this team, and I mean, look at all the stars. Let's take the dream. Let's go back to 92. Let's go to the dream team. Isaiah Thomas was left off the dream team, right?
Right.
That's the most notable player left off the dream team because he made it known, hey, I was in my feelings about it. But there was other guys who was capable of being on the dream team that got left off. Nobody talks about him. Only Isaiah Thomas because of him being a bad boy's piston, yada yada yada. Right? Then you go to Dream Team 2. Everybody on that team wasn't a superstar. You had some stars, you had some all stars, but it wasn't that these guys bona fide Hall of Fame legacy legend players on Dream Team 2. Then you go on to the next team. You had guys who were role players, right? And there were guys who might have been left off, but in the day and age of social media and every Tom, Dick, and Harry just seeing a slight and giving it legs versus back then, unless a newspaper article was written about it or ESPN the magazine was talking about it, nobody really talked about it. If this team had been in 1999 before, or even 2005, before there was social media really amplifying things, it wouldn't be as big of an issue. I think because it's only an issue because of social media and everybody's so hypersensitive and looking for their newspaper clipping. Yes, Jaylen Brown was the Finals MVP. He held y'all down but he's not the number one guy on your team. Like he's not. He's not the highest. He it's Jason Tatum, then it's him. We know that's the pecking order, right? Drew
Yes, one
Holiday,
A, one B.
it's 1 and 2. It's not 1A, 1B. It's 1 and 2. It's 1 and 2.
It's one A and one B.
No, I mean, listen, maybe it's overall it's 1 and 2. Last year it was more of a 1A, 1B. But the year before, who took most of the blame for y'all losing? Jaylen Brown
Okay.
with his struggling handles,
Oh yeah.
turning the
When
ball,
Tatum got hurt,
right?
yeah.
So when I look at Jaylen Brown's game, and I look at a Derek White's game, Derek White was the if I'm gonna pick somebody, at least they did at least pick a Celtic. So they show love and respect to the fact that the Celtics were the champions. These guys were the champions. Derek White also had a good playoff run for y'all as a strong role player. We don't need another all-star coming in because if Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both eating bench, that would make it look even worse. Had they had just picked Jason Tatum and then didn't make any noise and nobody blew it up, we wouldn't be talking about it. But because it's like, hey, I mean, even when Jason Tatum, I mean, when Jaylen Brown won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, people had an issue with that,
Yeah.
right? They had an issue with it. So I look at it as like if Jaylen Brown was on the All Star on the Olympic team and placed with Derek White, and he got those. Let's say he got those minutes that Jason White got, right? That's a whole nother storyline that the Celtics have to deal with in a negative manner because Derek White got more minutes than Jason Tatum. So that means you can talk about Jaylen Brown in the in Olympics. I keep saying All Star in the Olympics getting more minutes than Jason Tatum. So now it's like even further elevating Jaylen Brown's name above Jason Tatum's. You get what I'm saying? So I think
Yeah.
if you look at the silver lining of it, it's sort of protected y'all franchise from negative energy. Whereas now you guys have built bulletin board material. Oh, I got a chip on my shoulder now. But I do
Yeah.
think he'll be on the 2028 team unless he turns it down, which if he does, I think he's a fool.
Facts.
If he turns it down, he's a fool because you can't beat global branding. Like especially if he wants to be uh the basketball political figure that he wants, what better stage than to magnify your message than being on the Olympic stage, especially when it's going to be
Right.
on US soil in 2028.
Yep.
He has 4 years to sort of cultivate those relationships to make sure he is on the team.
That's true. He blamed Nike for it. He said Like Nike, what's up? That's what we doing now. So
You gotta
they
blame
got major
somebody.
influence on that. Yeah, they must have influence on the team. So
You should have blamed Steve Kerr.
Steve, I don't even want to talk about Steve Kerr. I mean, I can't even blame Steve Kerr for not giving Tatum minutes because Tatum wasn't hitting no jump shots at all. So, but not putting him in at all, saying I'm not even gonna consider playing you like 2 games. I think that's egregious. So,
So in when you so would y'all prefer him to just put him in just to say he put him in?
yes,
This isn't the All-Star game.
he's like, yo, show me something, or I'll take you out.
That's
I'll
what
get
he
you
did.
up out of there
That's what
quick.
he did in the goal game. He
Right?
put him in. He missed what 3 shots.
Yeah. He said, all right, sit down. But you don't. I wouldn't. I think that messes up guys, not even confidence because you professionals, but it messes up your flow, I guess. He didn't even have a flow going. I mean, obviously he didn't have a flow at all anyway. So just not saying I'm not even gonna put you in. It's like, dude, I just won the finals.
So what?
It means I'm the best dude up in here. The
No, you're
finals
not.
MVP ain't
No,
here, so I'm the
you're
best.
not the best. You're not the best dude up in here. Your team was the team that won the finals. But not
I'm the best player on the best team, is what he's basically what I'm saying.
no, you were the best player on the team that won the finals. You weren't the best player on the best team.
Yes, they were.
They weren't the best team.
Who was then?
There's 3 or 4 teams that are better than the Celtics. The Celtics just didn't have to worry about beating them because they didn't make it to the finals. If
Name two.
the Wolves and the
Denver.
Nuggets,
No, no.
Wolves and Nuggets,
Didn't the Wolves lose to the Mavericks?
no. Oh, the Wolves, yes, but the Mavericks. I think it's a
Didn't
matchup.
we
It was a
smack the
matchup.
Mavericks?
It was a matchup issue though. I think that was a matchup issue.
They didn't exploit Luca's defense or lack thereof. That's on them. I don't know.
Like I
Hey,
said, I think
Luca's
it
a
was a
bad boy.
matchup issue.
Yes,
What about the Nuggets?
basketball, everything's about no Nuggets. They don't have enough help around Jokic. They don't. And we had Porzingis playing. He's 7'3". He would have been able to somewhat not neutralize,
He
uh,
don't play for them.
not neutralize Jokic, but you know, I don't know what other word to use. But he would have been in the mix. You know what I mean?
I think
And Horford too.
let's
Even though he's
see.
old, playing limited
If
minutes.
in my power ranking based on the playoffs, like I don't want to say this in like the teams win because of injuries, team win because somebody go cold all the time. So I'm not trying to take I don't take this as me trying to take anything away from the Celtics winning the championship. I'm just pushing back on you saying he's the best player on the best team. No, he's the best player on the team that won the championship. I don't think those things are necessarily going hand in hand because I think that uh I would have taken the Wolves, oh not the Warriors, the Wolves over the Celtics, the Nuggets over the Celtics. I would have taken the Thunder over the Celtics. So I would say I had the Celtics at number four behind those three. The best team in the East. I don't think there's another team in the East that would have beaten them. Not even like I think I always felt the Bucks were overrated, even before they got rid of Griffin and brought Rivers in and tried to figure things out. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like the Heat. I think the Heat are probably the most overrated team in the East. And I love Bam. Shout out to Kentucky. We got three guys from Kentucky with gold medals this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like the Sixers, I don't believe in the Sixers. I don't. Then they get Paul George this year. And it's like, okay, so what?
They're
I
gonna get
don't
hurt in our playoff time anyway. Him and Embiid,
even if they're healthy, I really don't care.
If the
they're not
Bucks,
Like
touching.
like
if the Bucks was
except
healthy, they might have been
unless
Bucks.
unless they give
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey the green light and take the ball out of those other dudes' hands and let him get to work and they be the second and third option, if Paul George and Embiid are the second and third option, however that plays out, and Tyrese Maxey is their number one guy, I don't see them being. I don't see them going to the championship.
So you want to take the ball out of the MVP's hands and put it in Maxie's hands?
Yes, yes. Okay. Case in point, you said Jason Tatum was the best player on the best team. That's what you said, right?
Right.
And he barely touched the court on the Olympic team. Embiid is, you said, the MVP. Yeah, the MVP also can't stay on the court. So if I'd rather put my faith in the guy who can stay healthy and be available, so that when he's not, you're not worried about him going in and out, in and out. So when Tyrese is in, he's the one. So when Embiid comes back, you already know what you get from Embiid. You already know what you get from Embiid.
Man, you gotta pause that one, bro.
What I say? What
You
you
said
gotta call it.
you got them
Y'all
going in
can't
and out, in
disappear.
and
Y'all
out.
gotta call it out.
Man, come on, man.
Huh?
Come on.
No Diddy. No Diddy. I don't know
No
what I
Diddy.
said. I don't know what I said, but I'm gonna say no Diddy just because y'all gave me no Diddy energy. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. What hey, somebody run the tape back.
You were like,
Where's my producer? Run the tape back.
you like got him going in and out, in and out.
That's crazy.
Not me, them. You don't gotta.
He said it ain't about me.
It ain't about me. He ain't going in and out over here.
Yeah,
Man.
So
continue. Yeah.
I know. Tan is a Celtics fan, but who your Pro Bowl team?
I don't got one no more.
No more. What is that?
I was a Thunder fan.
You was a Thunders fan.
Yeah.
How does that work out? Wait. How you was a Thunder fan, but you're not anymore when they just had their best team that they've ever had, production wise.
Regular season.
Regular season wise, yes.
Regular season, yeah. Regular season.
Yeah, I don't care about regular season. They
So,
broke my team up after we left the finals.
so you're a bandwagon fan.
I'm a Russell Westbrook fan now.
Yo,
Except when he went to the Lakers. I ain't roll with him over there.
what? You're a Russell Westbrook fan. You said?
Yep.
Hey, listen, I'm a loyalist, so you know my squad is bottom tier, but it's all good though. I'm gonna be with him. I'm gonna be with him when I'm gonna be with him. It's all good. Pause. No Diddy. No Diddy. I'm gonna continue to root for my team, regardless of whether or not they win or not. Because I'm a homer, so I'm always gonna root for my Wizards. I'm always gonna root for my
I
Wizards.
feel about the Panthers.
Don't get me wrong. I'ma still say I don't really say I'm a Thunders fan. Like I don't.
You just like an NBA fan, like you follow everybody kind of, but you are Russell Westbrook fan.
Quiet.
Is that how you?
Quiet.
Okay.
No, man.
I handle you at the class.
I think that's your generation. I think that really is evident in your generation though. You guys
Well, I mean, NBA is the only sport I do that in.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's still your generation. Your generation, when it comes to basketball, it's like you guys sort of go with the player rather than the team. Like your ties
Most
are
of the
with the
time it's
player.
just them broad sexual.
I'm about to say it's LeBron fans following LeBron everywhere he go. Because and usually if you've had a team, a favorite team or favorite player, the player would usually stay with the team most of the time, or if he was that good, you know what I'm saying? But now, LeBron with this player empowerment stuff got people bouncing around the league in free agency, making these like super teams and just teaming up with your buddies and all that stuff, and people just following where they go. But
It's weird, man. It's a weird time in basketball. Like the media acts like they don't enjoy it, but they really do because it gives them stuff to talk about during the off season.
Yep.
But the fan bases are really the ones suffering because it's like if you're Milwaukee and you land a guy like Giannis and you get 10 years out of Giannis and you get a ring, but every year it's, oh, is Giannis leaving? Is Giannis leaving? Even in Washington, right? We bought like for the last when John Wall's prime with Brad Bill, we were a top 4 or 5 team in the East, right? For a couple years. And every year, it's like the national media kept trying to mention our team, our players in trade bait. Oh, Bradley Beal to the Lakers, Brad. And I feel like the media tries to throw stones and hide their hand when it comes to the player empowerment and these players moving. But it's really them that's giving legs to these players even entertain and moving. Back in the day, they didn't have those conversations. That wasn't the talking piece on a first take or a sports center. Where should this shooter go? Where should that defender go? Because this team, who's really my favorite team, really needs a shooter or really needs a defender or a 3-and-D guy. So I'm going to start, you know what I'm saying, fabricating news that this guy should be going here. And then people, then you get these people who only know about social media clicks and whatever's on a meme as like the gospel. So they start echoing it. Like for like 5 years, Bradley Beal was going to the Lakers, or he was going to the Heat. Lakers, Heat. Bradley Beal going to the Lakers. Bradley Beal going to the Heat. And be honest with you, I think Bradley Beal would have been better off going to the Lakers because I feel like he's the type of player. His skill set fits probably what LeBron needs. However,
Yeah.
if they really paid attention to what was happening in Washington, Bradley Beal and his style of play ran John Wall out of Washington because Bradley Beal wanted to have the ball in his hand. And because we didn't have a good front office to say, hey, you're not a fucking point guard. Like we're like when my generation and older, we talk about the point guard position. Like I'm not like I joke about the whole Russell Westbrook stuff, but that he's a Hall of Famer, right? He's a Hall of Famer. But when I think about point guards, and we talk about the best point guards of all time, Russell Westbrook's not going to come to mind. And that's no slight to Russell Westbrook's game. I just don't think his game is really a point guard game. Because to me, a point guard is a guy who runs an offense and distributes the ball, whether or not he's getting assists or not, whether or not he's scoring 30 points or not, but he's running an efficient offense. I don't think Russell Westbrook or James Harden ran efficient offenses. I think their game was predicated on them being the offense.
Yeah. Like James Harden said, I am the system. I'm not a part of a system. I am the system.
Like John Stockton was part of the system. Like there's no like think about it. Every team now, all these teams do now is run pick and rolls. That's all they do. And still nobody, you could tell me, oh, this player and this player is better than John Stockton as a point guard, but yet none of them run pick and rolls better than John Stockton and Karl Malone did 20 years ago. Like you mean these supreme athletes, they train and train. They do all these training drills. They run all this AAU and all this buddy basketball bullshit. But yet, if you look at their numbers per game, they still not fucking with John Stockton. They still not being more efficient with the basketball than Jason Kidd. Steph Curry, the people asking, is he the best point guard of all time? Is he a better point guard than Magic Johnson? The answer is flat out no. No. Is he a better shooter? It's not even close. Of course he's a better shooter. Of course he can put the ball in the ground and get a bucket. Of course he can. But imagine this. Imagine if you put Magic Johnson on the Warriors and move Steph over to shooting guard. Would moving Steph to shooting guard change his game? No, you know why? Because Steph is good without the ball in his hand. Steph is known for running relentless back screens, very similar to. I got a good one for you. Okay, people comparing him to Magic Johnson because Magic Johnson played point guard. But if Reggie Miller was a player today, he wouldn't be a shooting guard. They would put Reggie Miller at point guard because
That's probably true.
That's all these guys do is put the ball in the shooting guard's hands so he can have better opportunities to shoot. Like Reggie Miller probably shot a 3-pointer maybe at the most 9 in a game. These guys shoot 9 threes in a quarter. So when I look at Magic Johnson, he got the ball to the people who needed to get the ball. And he didn't have Klay Thompson sitting in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think about a point guard, I think about the guy who's running the offense and who's not. He's what people don't talk about when it comes to the point guard position. John Stockton was good on defense too. How often do you hear about these point guards nowadays and how good they are on the other side of the ball? That's why you get a Drew Holiday on the Olympic team because he actually plays defense. That's how you get a Derek White on the Olympic team because he actually plays defense. Tony Allen was not a good basketball player on the offensive side, but he's lauded because of his defensive efforts. Damn near everybody played defense back in the day. Oh, he ain't fast enough. He couldn't keep up with. Bro, the philosophy of basketball is you can do all this dribbling. You still got to go either A, B, or C. And they understood that part of the game back then. And I think that's the piece that people forget about when it comes to playing basketball. Sure, you can dribble the ball up and down the court, but you still got to go like as a threat of basketball, you go left, you go right, or you go forward. I take it back. Nowadays, you can go backwards 3 steps. You can go backwards 3 steps. You can catch the ball at the top of the screen and pivot 5 times without a referee calling it, and then make a play while your defender's like, "Yo, what are we doing?" Right? So when we talk about most athletic players in the NBA, Russell Westbrook will make my list as one of the most athletic, talented players of all time. But if I was to rank my top 5 point guards, he wouldn't be on the list. I don't know if he'd be top 10 because I like a pure point guard. No disrespect. No disrespect. Because I like a pure point guard. Okay, so was he starting with the Clippers? He was the starting point guard with the Clippers last year, right?
Begin with, yeah.
The last game he started, they was up by like 40.
He was the starting point guard with Kawhi and Paul George as 1 and 2 options on their team, right?
Yeah.
Was he still getting the triple doubles?
I don't even think they really played together.
They didn't. Was he getting the same minutes he was when he was getting those triple doubles in the past though? He's older now.
He changed his role.
And he changed his role, exactly.
Which means what is his role now?
Spark guy. He said he volunteered to say, "Hey, I'll come off the bench and I'll be the spark guy off the bench."
No, actually he wasn't running point. They had him running 2.
Yeah, they had once James Harden got there, he started running the 2. And that wasn't working. So he decided I'm gonna come off the bench.
Damn. So he can't play the 2 for real. I mean, you get two guys who were triple double machines. So you telling me that both of them can get all these assists, but they both can't be on the court at the same time and be efficient? That's not a red flag.
Games are similar.
Say what?
Their games are kind of similar in that they're ball dominant and they like to dish, they like to penetrate, pause, and they kick out. And you know what I'm saying? And like dish and give little dishes to the big man down low. and they both play a similar game. And I know Harden a way better shooter, but they it's just not the same dynamic it was when it was both playing OKC. I'll say that
Yeah,
much.
because Russell was a starter and Harden came off the bench.
Right. Somebody got to come off the bench exactly for the team to work. So that happens all the time. Six man is a very important position.
Russ was only getting the assist and everything when his teammates was bad.
That's true.
So
We wouldn't get no assist
so
when them triple double when KD was on the team.
I saw you
Not like that.
reacting. I
But
saw
that's
you.
when he could actually play as a true point guard when he had somebody good on his team.
Yeah, but he wasn't being a true point guard. That's why the best player on the team left. Like,
Nah, if you look at KD, what KD said, that ain't why he left.
KD said he left because of
they
other
didn't have
cats.
any.
That's
They
what he
didn't have
said.
any help. He had
he can
nobody to
say
pass.
He said it was just him and
he
Russell
can
Westbrook out
say
there.
he can say that.
No, he
He
said
said that
we
on
know
the
that.
burner account. So
Yeah,
he's being honest.
No, he can say that, but we know the truth. He left because of Russell Westbrook.
You made that.
They
up.
didn't have no help, man. Outside of them two.
He said, "I made it up." No, let's
That's
break
the
it down.
narrative.
That's
You
not the
just follow
narrative.
the narrative.
That's the truth of the matter. Who's a better shooter, KD or Russ? Is it really a question?
No, it's not no question.
Okay, so if you got KD and Russ, you blaming, you saying, "Oh, it's the other players." The other players don't have the ball in their hand in crucial moments, and rather than pass it to the best shooter,
Who's double
they
team?
rather than pass it to the best shooter, you come and jack threes yourself. And not only it's not even that he's taking the shots, it's that Russell Westbrook would take shots outside of the offense. He would just come down and shoot threes. I'm just gonna shoot it, bro. You're not a sniper. And so when there was a time where it was like, yo, who's the best backcourt in the NBA? And you had the Cavaliers, they had Kyrie Irving and Dion Waiters. You had Portland where you had Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum. Obviously, you had Clay and Steph. You had John and Brad. And then you had Russell Westbrook and whoever the hell their number two was at the time. And
See,
people were like,
that shows how good he was.
Now, let me ask you this question: when you think
Go
about
ahead.
the Thunder when they had KD and Russ, you name me five more players that was on that team with them.
Ibaka, Steven Adams, Cameron Payne,
Paint.
And Cephalosha.
Paint the shooter.
Payne came after.
No, he was there with him.
He got drafted in 2016.
He was playing low minutes.
So that's that he was getting probably, if anything, 1 minute a game.
He wasn't as developed at that point. I give you that. Cephalosha was there at a point till he got hurt. He got he didn't get hurt. He got shot outside
he got
club.
shot. He got shot. I thought he got beat up by the cop.
No, he got shot in the leg.
Yeah.
Dang.
Go ahead, keep going.
So when you get a guy like Steven Adams who just want to do the dirty work anyway, I'm gonna box you out. Go ahead, get that rebound. Go ahead, get that rebound. I'm gonna box out. I'm strong as an ox. I'm gonna box out.
Did Russell Westbrook not give Steven Adams the rock when he drive and dish?
Did he get so it's the difference between bailout passing and giving a guy a pass within the offense. You can't
I said Russ did both.
Go pull up Steven Adams highlights and see how many times Steven Adams got fed the ball and he went and got buckets from Russell Westbrook. That's not what happened. Like all his assists come off of the driving kick. And I'm not saying that doesn't count, but I'm saying when we talk about the point guards, John Stockton dished the ball to guys. He passed
John Stockton dunk on somebody's head though. That doesn't 10 plus rebounds.
That doesn't entail what a point guard is though.
But a position was also invented so a novice can follow the game.
That's what they tell you.
Positionless basketball these days.
That's what they tell you. They tell you that now to try to give credence to these guys now. That's not a reality.
I mean, a
That's
position is
not
a
a
box that
reality.
they try to put you in.
Nah,
See
back in
I
my,
mean, when they try to tell me I
these are
couldn't
new
shoot because I
generation.
was tall, that don't make no sense. If I can shoot, I can shoot.
These are new generational terms, bro. Like, oh, they put you in a box. No. The point guard was the person who was best at distributing the ball, running the offense. They didn't give a fuck about whether or not you was 6 feet or 6'5". They didn't. If that's the case, then Allen Iverson. If that was the case, then Larry Brown wouldn't have pulled Allen Iverson from being a point guard and moved to a shoot guard. Because shooting guards, if you look around the league, they're all 6'4" to 6'6". Allen Iverson is praying for 6 feet on a winter's day, and he moved him off the ball. He moved him off the ball and put Eric Snow at the point.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Snow was a backup point guard. So he was like, let me get this guy off the ball. Not because he can't get a bucket, but he can't run the offense for us to be an efficient team.
Yeah,
Nowadays, because it's about branding, it's about image, it's about what the next person gonna say about me on social media. If you had put Russell Westbrook in before social media and all that stuff, it's no way he'd be a point guard. And I think Russell Westbrook had been better served if he actually had a point guard that they made him understand, this is the guy running the offense.
that's true. But they also told him he could not be a point guard. And look, he got an assist title. They said he'd never be able to do that, and he developed in a way better passer than anybody even expected he
He's not a
would.
good passer. He's
He's
not
a
a
good
good
passer.
passer.
He's a
He's
good
not a
passer.
good
I ain't
passer.
seen he's a great passer, like a
He's not a good
top
passer.
notch guy of all time. But he's a good
Listen,
passer. I mean, you don't get the
hey,
assist,
if
lead the league in
if
assists, and get
if
double digit assists in multiple years without being a good passer. At least.
Hold on,
so where does turnovers come into play? Do we factor in turnovers? So if you
That's
pass
part
the
of
ball,
running the offense.
but
I
John
agree with
Stockton
that
had.
part. But
So
passing,
but if I told you what John Stockton's turnovers were, would it still be part of an offense? Would that still be a thing? Because he didn't turn the ball over. He
LeBron gets a
protected the
lot of
ball.
turnovers too. He knows how to run an offense. A lot
I
of players
I
have turnovers.
because he's not a good ball handler. LeBron is a good ball handler. He has good vision. It's not the best ball handler. Russell Westbrook made bad passes all the time. And I don't want it to be about Russell Westbrook because I see Beanie about to tear up over his guy. I don't. I'm sorry. Give him. Where's the producer? Give this. Where the producer? Give him a napkin.
That's
But
crazy. Because you still ain't answer my question. You
what
gave
was
me
the
three
question?
players.
Say it
Three
again.
players on the Thunder.
Give me two more players that played for the Thunder in 16?
I gave you the whole starting five. What are you talking about?
That wasn't a starting five.
What do you mean?
Cephalosha wasn't playing for him at that point. He got shot, so he's off the team.
Reggie Jackson was on that team.
Bouncing around the league
And he was
since.
sorry
No,
back then.
he wasn't bouncing around the league at the time. He
Not
didn't
at the
start
time.
bouncing.
He is now. It just shows you how.
Nah, but
Like none of these guys are staples in nobody else's team now.
But you
Or even 5 years ago.
Go ahead.
See,
Let me preach.
Preach, preacher.
All the players you name, ain't none of them go hit me, give me three pointers in a game. Ain't none of them shooting.
Again, that's one of these things where today's NBA, everybody's falling in love with whether or not you're going to shoot a three. Listen, a bucket is a bucket. If I come down and knock down a 2-pointer, and you come down and brick a 3-pointer, I'm winning by 2 points. But if I come down and brick 5 threes and you brick 4 threes, we both had like everybody's chucking
But
up
here's my
threes.
point though. If you look at the best teams that set up, look at the Nuggets from right now. If Jokic gets trapped in there and he can throw the ball out, and every single person that's on the court can hit the three. Any one of them can drive the ball in, or he can throw the alley oop to Gordon.
Yep.
The best teams got it set up like that.
He had guys that throw oops too.
Yeah, to oops, yeah, but oops, that ain't gonna do nothing.
some
He
people
didn't
didn't
have
want to.
because
Some
Steven
people didn't
look.
want to play with him.
Nah,
No, I wouldn't say that.
Sam Presti couldn't. He just wasn't making no moves because he already traded away everybody that had value. And then when he traded for Victor Oladipo, he didn't produce the numbers like he should have.
I mean, he got hurt, didn't he?
But Wick
No,
got hurt
Didn't
though.
he?
Vic got hurt the year after that when they traded him for Paul George. That's when he got hurt.
PG be hurting too.
But that's when Victor Oladipo decided to actually take his training seriously once he left the Thunder.
Let's
And
see.
then
We
PG,
had
PG in a MVP conversation.
Yes.
The Thunder were rolling before he got hurt.
you had let's see. You had Steven Adams, DJ Augustine, Nick Collison, KD, Randy Foy, Enos Kanter,
That's a twin right there.
uh,
Sorry.
Serge Ibaka, Anthony Murrow, Steve Novak, who's a 3-point shooter, Cameron Payne, Kyle Singler, another considered 3-point shooter. At some point, and they had Dion Waiters on that team, who's another player who they look at as like a person who can shoot the long range ball. So they had guys who can shoot. They had guys who can shoot. Now I wouldn't call them like snipers.
Now
But
look up their PT
Morrow
because
You said what?
look up their PT because Steve Novak ain't getting no run back there.
I wonder why not.
And we ain't gonna act like you weren't just reading that off a list.
You know,
Oh, I'm
we
looking.
can see- we
I'm
can see the
I'm on the
lifestyle
list right
like
now.
Okay, I'll double check it.
No, I don't need to. No, we keep it. We don't fake the funk. I'm looking at a list.
Let me get my list back up here. Who you
Yeah,
think
Steve
before?
only played 7 games that year.
Exactly. But on 2K, if you playing with that team, you can dish it out. You can hit threes.
On 2K.
But I mean, at Serge Ibaka at that point, he started shooting too many threes,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
he wouldn't be in the post like he should be.
That's true.
So if you go look at every single team Russ played with, they were built the wrong way. The Wizards the same way when he played for them. They were built the wrong way.
Well, with the
Same with the
Wizards,
Lakers.
what the
They
Wizards
weren't
are a little
built around
different.
him.
The Wizards weren't building around Russell Westbrook. They were building around Bradley Beal. Russell Westbrook just happened to be, and Russell Westbrook just happened to be out from John Wall because they wanted out for John Wall because of the whole gang signs situation,
Yeah.
which is weird. Which to me, it's like if you're a Wizards fan, you've been watching them play every player, they don't realize how much of the culture it is. They be seeing these celebrations and they don't realize a lot of these guys be throwing up gang
Because Russ does the same
signs.
thing.
They throw up gang signs all the time. So it's like you just wait until it's like newsworthy and you use it as a reason. But they moved John Wall because Bradley Beal wanted to be the main ball handler. That's straight up and down. That's exactly why they moved John Wall. So you get the 1 year when John Wall was out. John could have played. He could have played. He could have came back a little sooner, but they shelved him saying, "Hey, we want to keep you healthy so that we can trade you." What it really was, we want to keep you off the court so we can see what we got in Bradley Beal handling the ball and getting them more comfortable. And then it was like, yeah, it ain't really them trading for Russell Westbrook was more of a, if we trade for Russell Westbrook, it makes it look like we're doing something. Like this, we had one of those organizations who make moves just to make it look like we're doing something when they're really not doing shit at all. Like we would always talk about it down here all the time. Like, yo, this team is like a hamster on a fucking wheel. At this point, I think we're like, and we hated trading Bradley Beal. I think, short term, it was one of the things where it's like, we know we're going to suck, but it might have been one of the best things for the franchise going forward. We just have to pray that Alex Sarr.
He's not going to be good.
Hold up, goddammit. Hold up. Wait, hold up.
You know he's not going to be good. What are you doing in the summer league, man?
Hold up, goddammit. Everybody in the summer league everybody that's good in the league don't shine in the summer league.
He averaged
everybody
2 rebounds, didn't he?
And everybody that shine in the summer league don't be good in the NBA. It just
Yeah.
it
How
don't it
tall is
don't.
he though?
What difference do it make? Look, okay, case in point, the bubble basketball. How many guys was looking like they about to be the next star because of bubble basketball? And as soon as they got back on land, them dudes went right back to pumpkins. What's my boy from Indiana that with the
You talking about TJ Warren? Yeah,
TJ
TJ
Warren
Warren.
TJ
He
Warren
went crazy.
with the basic bitch cornrows? He was cooking in the bubble. I
Everybody was
haven't
cooking
heard
on
that.
it. They're like,
I
where
haven't
the
heard
he
that.
coming from?
I haven't heard that
Jamal
boy
Murray
name
too.
since.
He playing like
Whoa,
trash
whoa,
this year.
wait, whoa, wait,
He
wait,
was not
wait,
playing like trash this year, bro.
wait, wait,
Yes, he
wait,
was.
wait, wait,
In the
wait.
playoffs, Jamal Murray was playing like butt cheeks,
The
man.
last series he was playing like boo boo.
And look
He wasn't
how
healthy.
many points he averaged playing in the Olympics.
He
He
wasn't
didn't hardly
healthy.
do nothing in the Olympics either.
He wasn't healthy. That's
Hey,
Kentucky.
he
He
out
wasn't
there.
healthy.
He out there.
That's Kentucky. He wasn't healthy.
That's tough.
Now, if you look at the series they came back on, who was it? The Suns. Who they come back on this year?
Who?
The Nuggets.
This year or last year?
I think it was this year.
They
I
smoked
don't
the.
Murray
know.
was
I mean,
cooking,
they
bro.
smoked the Lakers. They
Murray
smoked
wasn't
the
doing much.
Lakers. They smoked the Lakers, and they was playing against the Wolves. And they sort of made it a series
It was
against
the
the
Lakers that
Wolves.
he was cooking in because he was cooking.
Shoot, I can cook the Lakers.
No, you can't.
Lakers beat brother.
Oh, the
I
Lakers.
don't
You
even
said
want
the
to talk about
Lakers.
them.
Why? Because you're a Celtics fan. They
Yeah,
said LeBron. They said LeBron about to play for the Celtics though.
we don't want them.
They about to trade.
Like, yeah, but
They about to trade Porzingis for LeBron.
that ain't gonna happen.
Wow, so
Could you imagine? Could you?
he can
Could you
build a team
imagine that?
around himself, and
Could
then
you
he
imagine?
retire and then leave us messed up.
Could you imagine the Lakers with Porzingis and AD on the same team? That's like,
That'd be a freaking crazy twin tower duo
yeah, them
right there.
motherfuckers be
That'd
both
be boo
sitting
boo.
on the bench together, hurt.
They both hurt.
That's true too.
They put Porzingis in for what? What? How many minutes he playing that last game?
Man,
3 minutes.
heck yeah.
Hey, listen,
He was
he
balling though.
he helped y'all win a championship though.
That's facts. Huge
Even if he
contributor.
wasn't, even if he didn't contribute that much in the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, he definitely stepped up.
That's another player y'all gave up on too.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't give up on him.
He
We
just
didn't give
wasn't
up
like
on him.
that.
No, we didn't give up. We like Porzingis. We didn't give up on him.
He number one or number two option with y'all.
Uh,
Or,
he
or
was the number two
three.
option only because he wasn't staying healthy. Like he was supposed to be the number one
Yeah,
option, and Kuzma was supposed to be number two, but Kuzma was always available. Like Kuzma's that's one thing about Kuz. Kuz is gonna be on the court. Kuz gonna play. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I think that's the problem with Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole playing for the Warriors, he got hyped up and in his head, everybody tell him like, yo, it's your time. And people would tell him like it's your franchise, you're gonna be like, and it's like, no, you were you you were number like you were the number three scoring option, but you're like the number four guy on the Warriors behind the three. You don't jump from number four to number one. That like when does that happen? Like, so I think that affected him coming into the Wizards, thinking that he was going like he was just overdoing it. Like, bro, Kuzma's the number one. You come in and be the number two. To the point where they end up being once he got put on the bench and became our sixth man, he actually started playing better. And I think that if we had a coach that was like more reputable, then it would have more legs. But the fact that you have a guy who is like nobody knows Adam Keefe like that name is like if I say Adam Keefe out of context and talk about basketball, nobody's gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about, right?
Facts.
Nobody's gonna know. So it's like you got a coach who isn't really a commodity in the league. It's hard to have a guy like Jordan Poole who comes off having a big contract and you got traded for Chris Paul, and he's saying, "Hey, you're gonna be the sixth man," and him completely buying into it. So you got to sort of you got to help him see success in his game for him to buy into it. But you also got to win. So when you don't win and you saying, hey, we're not winning, but you're the sixth man, you're like, bruh, I got a championship ring. I don't want to come off the bench. It's like, yeah, but when you start, you stink it up, bro. You're looking real bad.
Right.
He's looking real bad. I don't like I want Draymond Green to steal this motherfucker again. I'm just saying, like I think Draymond Green knocked the NBA out this dude when he stole him, bro. Because he ain't been
He
the
did
same
knock the
since,
handles off him. Yeah, it's true.
bro. He ain't been the same since. Like I think Draymond Green, real life, gave this kid CTE or something. Because
That was
his
a
game
reality
been
check.
Draymond's
well,
still a punk for that.
is he?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna say nothing to him though.
I'll step to Draymond. I'll step to Draymond.
No, you won't.
Who won't?
Wait, what? So why you think Draymond was a punk for that?
He just gonna up and punch him.
Do you know what was said?
Did he just up and punch him?
Dude, first of all, he a grown man. Why
They
you
both
why you
grown.
putting your hands on people anyway?
You do
Poole just
realize?
pushed him and was like, and look, and he gonna suck. That's basically a sucker punch.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
That was a sucker punch,
What made
bro.
it a sucker punch?
Poole wasn't
So,
ready for that. He didn't have his
so,
guard up or nothing.
so let me ask you a
If you gonna
question.
fight me, we gonna square up. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna sit there and sit there with your hands
No,
down and
listen,
just punch
listen,
somebody.
listen, listen. Maybe this is like sheltered North Carolina living for you or something. But you can't talk crazy in somebody's face and then push them and then be like, "Oh, he sucker punched me." No, bro, don't listen. Where we from? You get this much. I don't know if y'all can see this, but right there. That's how that's how close you are allowed to operate your frustration. Right there. Not a full arm, but right there, because that's the same length. See, I'm not gonna put my fist up to let you know it's violence. I'm gonna be like this. Like that's the distance you got. He lunged in and pushed my man. And you really think these guys have been playing together for a couple years now that he ain't told him about his mouth? You
Pause.
think he ain't been told about his mouth? You think
Oh,
Draymond Green
oh,
didn't tell him
man.
about that was
Hold on,
crazy.
bro.
Hey, that
We're
was
gonna have to
crazy.
quit.
Hopefully, my mistake.
Disagree.
I know.
And do you not think Draymond Green has had words with him about the type of shit he says out of his mouth?
Probably did.
So if I done told you before about the shit you say, and then we playing, we practicing, and then you push me, that's not a sucker punch. Nah, that's not a sucker punch. That does not qualify as a sucker punch. You can't talk shit and then when you get punched because you weren't ready to back up with bro, listen.
Poole should have had his hands up after he pushed him. Yeah,
Let,
it's
let's
true.
let's let's say right now somebody call you a bitch. Man, you a bitch. If you punch me, but because you didn't put your hands up and say square up, that means see that where we from, that's not a sucker punch. You came out your mouth foul. I popped you. If you was about that life that you was talking about, after I popped you, you should have been ready to pop back.
That's true.
He got dropped. He ain't had no choice.
Hey, you get back up at some point. If he was really about that, bro, we can't even be on the same team no more.
Hey, no.
If it was a sucker punch and you sucker punched me, we can't be on the same team no more. I'm not saying that, oh, I ain't playing with you no more. I'm saying like, bro, you can't go for a rebound. You can't like run a screen. You can't do none of those things. Because I'm gonna be like, all right, you good. You good, you got it, you got me. And the second you go for that rebound, or the second
Who both did the same thing?
you you gonna get that. You gonna
Fact.
get listen, and I'm gonna do it in a way where look, hey, it was part of the game. I don't have no bad. Listen, I know that's because he bleeding. I ain't got no bad blood. It was an inadvertent elbow. It was
I know about that.
like And it's not just pool. Like if I'm Rudy Gobert, bro, the next time we on the court together, bro, you can't go. The next time you go, I'm 7 feet. So the next time you go for a rebound, I'm just going to swipe out. I'm swiping out, bro.
That's how
I'm going
Russell
to
did
take.
Rudy.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I forgot Russell Westbrook
Russ
did
did
that.
the same thing to Rudy. He elbowed him in the chin when he dunked on him.
I'm swiping out. And that's the difference. See, that's the difference between these young dudes and the NBA from the real NBA. Like, bro, let's take baseball, bro. You can't even talk shit if you hit a home run on me. The next time at bat, I'm gonna hit you with the ball. To this day, you see it like this. That's a fabric of baseball. Yeah, you smack a home run on me and you have a celebration. Next time I meet you at the mound, or
You better
you
not flip
better
the bat.
pray. You
It's over
better
after that.
pray I don't hit you with the ball.
Now I want to play slugs.
Straight beans.
Don't the only time these guys uphold the true traditions of basketball is when they're getting their ass beat and the team decide to shoot a free basket at the end of the game. That's the most sucker
Yep.
shit in
I hate that
basketball.
unwritten rule. Facts. That unwritten rule, I hate that.
That's the most sucker shit in basketball. Bro, I'm beating you by 40. Get the fuck out of my face. If you really
You
cared
gonna
about
get
me scoring,
you gonna get mad
you
over
should have
these
stopped.
next 2 points?
You know,
What about
like
the
you
other
should have.
38 I just scored? Exactly. Like we up
I'm, I'm,
38. What we
I'm
get mad
like,
about this extra two?
and then the fact that it don't be any player that's like LeBron James isn't going to get the bucket after. So that means his contract, his incentive is already met. The dudes who be doing that are the dudes trying to get that extra 10K on their contract. Bro, let them dudes rock. Let them dudes rock out, bro. I'm mad you went and dunked it with 2 seconds left. Man, shut your bitch ass up.
I
Shut
be
your
like,
bitch
bro,
ass.
so what? Like, oh, you get mad at the end. We already like, bro, it makes no sense.
That's
Like
the
you want me
that's
to
the
hold the ball.
that's the
You play to
dumbest
the
shit.
whistle blow.
That's the dumbest shit, bro.
It
But
is.
then when they get the ball, they still trying to score.
Exactly.
Bro, you down 38. Why are you trying to score? All right, then. You don't want to lose by 40. I want to win by 40. So we at 38. So if you're gonna lose by 36, you're gonna lose by 40. Either way, I'm gonna get this bucket and I'm gonna tell my teammate, hey yo, if one of them dudes pop stick, I need you to go ahead and get them. But these dudes are soft, man. All these dudes are soft. That's why they couldn't play in the NBA back then, bro. They too soft. People like, oh, that's not real. Yes, it is. Physicality is part of the game. So
It is.
before the last thing I want to talk to you guys about before we get out here, because both of you guys played basketball. A couple months ago, the whole conversation was about uh that there are more basketball players that can go play football than there are football players that can go play basketball. How do you guys what do you guys take on that conversation?
Yeah, more basketball players can play football. They can.
You really think so?
Give us training, yeah.
No, no, no. No. Fuck all that training shit. Name name five players in the NBA who can go right now and play on a football team versus the other way around.
Steven Adams. You just said one. You were talking about him earlier.
What position Steven Adams gonna play?
Center. O line. Something.
Center, bro. Steven
He
Adams
lift
is
somebody
seven.
up. He's the
Let's
strongest
let's
dude in the
let's
NBA.
let's look at
Tight
this.
end. I don't know.
Steven Adams is 7 feet tall, right? He got to get down. Number one, you got to
I
know
don't
the
know why he said
plays.
Steve Adams. I ain't gonna lie.
He's strong.
This
He's the
this
strongest player in the league.
I don't
this is
care if he's the
this
strongest
is
player in
this
the league.
is
You should at least
He football strong. He probably football strong, bro.
you should at
have
least
have
started
y'all
off with
have
the guard.
have y'all ever seen a high school football playbook? No, right?
I
So
have.
a high school football playbook can be confusing for people who don't know what they're looking at. Imagine once you get to the NFL, an NBA playbook it's not as nuanced.
We talking about skills, bro.
We talking about get. Yeah, but you said Steven Adams playing center. So what in your
Or
mind?
wherever
What
you want to put him at.
I can give you a few wide receivers right now.
Imagine LeBron 6'8", run a crazy 40 time at center. I mean at receiver or tight end. Who's
these
stopping
three?
that? He got a crazy vert too.
I'm putting Russ at
I
Who's
running back.
strong? Russell
I
Westbrook at
don't.
the running back would be crazy.
Russell Westbrook at 6'5" playing running back would
He's
be
6'3".
target practice.
Bro, Brandon Jacobs was 6'4".
Yeah,
He was
Brandon
a
Jacobs been
baller.
playing football his entire life and built like a fucking missile. He punished people. Russ,
Have
you,
you seen Russell Westbrook
Bro,
walk beside regular people?
Russell Westbrook is not no small dude, bro.
yeah,
Have
but
you seen the way he plays basketball? I
Russell
imagine he
Westbrook
plays football the same way.
Russell Westbrook
Crazy and wild, bro.
Russell Westbrook goes up in the air. He don't go through nobody. And
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
do.
Yes, he
listen.
do.
Yeah, he
He'll
do.
dunk.
Like, here's my thing. If we're looking at it from an athleticism standpoint and on how NFL players is going to use their athleticism, give me De'Aaron Fox. I'm putting him in wide out
Oh my God.
Okay.
Or even
And,
DB or something like that.
or
and
DB, either
who
one.
okay, you put him at DB and then I put Justin Jefferson in front of him. He's getting torched.
He gonna he gonna
You
go.
put any NFL player on the NBA court, they getting torched.
If you
Who gonna
put
guard John Morant or somebody crazy like that?
you put you
Shifty
put
guys.
you put one of these guys you put one of these guys on the NBA court and you give them the same leeway as you get these NBA players to travel and moving screens and do all this carrying and shit.
Who's your five names in?
Bro, any 6'4" wide
Go ahead. No,
receiver,
no, I need the five. No,
Any.
come on. Don't do
I
any.
take I definitely take
That's the
DK
DK.
Metcalf.
You was about to say DK.
I take
He
DK
getting locked
Metcalf.
up.
They don't play no defense. Who locking them up?
Co-
I think who you want
How
to
tall is
say?
he? How tall is he?
Like 6'3", 6'4"?
So he Russ's size, and he not doing what
He
Russ
the
doing on the
smallest.
court.
He be the smallest player on the court most likely.
If he runs to the basket and AD standing there waiting on him, what's gonna happen?
He getting blocked. That shot getting
AD now,
erased.
wait. So we acting like nowadays the center and the power forward not sitting on the 3-point line, cleaning dirt out their nails now. Ain't nobody in the paint no
AD is
more.
a shot blocker still, bro. He a paint
Yeah,
protector.
all you put him on a team where he not in the paint.
I just seen plenty dudes
He
that's
can play
more
both.
athletic than DK Metcalf that don't play in the league, and they more athletic than him, but they not on the basketball court playing in the NBA.
You be way athletic, crazy, do all kinds of dunks and stuff. Look at them and one dude or whatever dudes doing those dunk contests, doing crazy stuff. They can't play a lick of basketball though, and they're
Listen,
not in the NBA because they can't really hoop
no
like that.
sport, no sport creates more basketball players than football.
Because they don't want to get hit no more. They go to play
Bingo.
basketball.
They don't want to get hit. It's a different type of mentality, man.
You don't think Russell
Okay.
Westbrook has
So
that
here's the,
mentality?
I'm gonna ask you this right here.
here's the thing. So you talking
Go
about he
ahead.
gonna get locked up. Let's say I take one of these. Maybe I don't take somebody that's gonna play point guard or shooter. Maybe I take some PJ
Kevin
Tucker
Garnett.
play PJ Kevin Garnett what?
Look at his energy. That's what I'm saying. He
Kevin
got like
Garnett
the football energy like a Ray Lewis
if
had.
Kevin Garnett got on the football field, he would get embarrassed, bro. He would get embarrassed.
I'm talking about like the energy. You said the mindset. I'm thinking about like that type of mindset, like where Russell Westbrook got that killer instinct type of junk. That's a
Listen, I
mindset that I think
and
that would translate to the football
can we
field.
just
Yes, me
I
put
wish
Russ
y'all
at the
pick
safety.
somebody else besides Russell Westbrook because I love Russ and I feel like y'all making me attack Russ. James Harden, can James Harden play football?
No,
No, he's
No,
zesty,
right?
man. You gonna go at the zesty dudes
he
first?
one of the softest dudes in the league, bro.
Come on, man.
Most of
He
these
like
dudes is soft.
you
You
gonna
can't even hit the court. You can't even do half the stuff you could used to do 10 years ago in football now.
Yeah, it's still not as bad as NBA, bro. NBA they used to have. Okay, let's look at the Malice and the Palace, the Malice and the Palace, bro. It was probably like 5 connected punches that entire fight, like 5 connected punches, and dudes got suspended for a whole season.
Exactly. So they're not gonna have that happen ever again.
Imagine if that type of situation happened in the NFL, bro. It'd be dudes really put on stretches. Dudes getting really put on stretches. It's
Having to
You don't
do the
different.
think Ron
NFL
Artest can play
retarded
football?
anyway, man.
You don't think
Do I
Ron
think
Artest can play football?
I think Ron Artest is a moron. So I think physically, yes, I think if you just put him in a situation where it's like if you just use his brute, then yes. But the fact that I don't think Ron Artest will be able to grasp any type of playbook. So if y'all talking about just getting on the field and just playing a game, if that's what we're talking about, and we're not talking about no type of nuance, then I get it. I can see how an NBA player's athleticism will allow them to get away with being on the football field. But if we're talking about the nuance of the game, I don't think basketball is as nuanced as football is. Like,
I think you need way more skill to play basketball than you need skill. You just need. I feel like athleticism is what you need more than anything in football. But look at Jokic; he don't have a look at athleticism in him, and he's out here being the best player in the league because it's all skill based. Luca too; he's not athletic, crazy athletic, but he's out here
but
hooping
see,
on
but
these
that's the
super
thing.
athletes that they
I
got.
don't, I don't think that. I think that the skill is. I don't think skill is as present as people make it out to be
I agree. They had like
because
some kind of
you look
crazy evolution happened in the last
you
10 years or
you
something where
you look at Jokic, and I think Jokic is a great basketball player, right? I don't think Jokic is as good a basketball player as Hakeem Olajuwon.
no, of course not.
Yes, he may be a better shooter than he may be a better 3-point shooter than Hakeem Olajuwon because he's allowed to shoot. The game has allowed for the big man to shoot. It's allowed for the point guard and everybody to shoot 20 shots, right? And if I'm expecting you to shoot 15 3-pointers a game, so I want you to practice it more. Whereas back then, hey, I want you to focus on getting from A to B, get the basket. Hakeem Olajuwon was a better defender than Jokic. I think he was a better finisher around the basket than Jokic, and he's more athletic. And
Yeah,
he really didn't have to use his athleticism a lot. Like David Robinson to me it would be like the
yeah,
way
him
they
too.
talk about Gobert. David Robinson would have ran circles around this guy, right? So I think the skill level is over.
It's
I won't
over
say it's
exaggerated.
overrated. I think it's over exaggerated when you get a guy like Luca and Jokic, where he's got these fat boys with no speed, just lumbering in the court. They have these great. They have a hell of a skill set, right? And but it's like at some point your lack of athleticism is going to fail you. It failed Luca in the finals. You saw what it looked like when you don't have any athleticism. At some point, when the skill levels match up team wise, you see what it looked like. Luca was a liability on defense.
I thought you was about to say he was a diabetic.
He
Crazy.
Luca was a diabetic on defense.
He was.
You don't think he was? He was
He
he was
was.
a
I saw him.
diabetic on defense.
He was attacking him.
So when you get a now,
You
I'll
missed
say
it.
this:
I know. I know.
what people fail to realize when you get a Austin Rivers who probably only played basketball, and I think him being the person that had the conversation, he's not the person that had the conversation. I know from being from the hood, no disrespect to y'all, we had to play we played everything. You know what I'm saying? So we were exposed to every sport. Whereas when you are from the suburbs, not talking about y'all, talking about like guys like Austin Rivers, it's like your dad is Doc Rivers. he's probably only played basketball.
Right.
He wasn't in the neighborhood playing softball and kickball and all the other sports with the homies. It was, yeah, you're gonna be around these basketball guys, you be playing basketball. That's it. Don't worry about playing football. That ain't in your future. You're gonna play basketball. Whereas there's guys, the guys in the NFL, most of them dudes are from they're lower class homes. They played all sports, so they know how to play basketball.
Yeah.
So we
Allen
so when we
Iverson played both.
so when we talk about playing both sports, a lot of football players actually did play both sports. The difference between the basketball players and the basketball players like, yeah, I'll play this one where I can probably get some longevity. Whereas the average guy playing football, they're usually like 6'4", 6'5". You get when somebody's taller than 6'5", it's like, damn, he's tall as hell, right? That's like the average wide receiver is like 6'1". That's point guard height. So when
Exactly.
you get a
Short
guy
point
like
guard today.
Randy Moss and T.O. that's 6'3" and 6'4", they're considered the big wide receivers, whereas everybody else is like, you can get away with being a wide receiver at 5'11". You gotta be
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be AI to be 5'11" playing point guard because it's a taller game.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that they pulled the basketball away from the rim, I think it's really uh limited. Your height doesn't matter anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It's like positionless now.
Like Isaiah Thomas 5'9" was cooking the NBA. If he didn't he didn't get hurt, that dude'd still be in the league right now cooking.
Yeah.
I drank all my wine. Ain't no more wine, y'all.
Nah,
But
because if
gentlemen,
you like a lot of the players in the NBA, they don't play football at high level.
Yeah.
so what
It
now?
goes both ways.
Draymond
Kind of
played at
like
Michigan
Titus.
State too.
No, he did not play. No,
No,
listen. No, he did
he was
not.
sorry. He was
No, he
sorry.
did. Draymond, this is
He
the
had a
lie.
uniform.
This is the lie. Like people run with this, and so this is a social media problem. They
Yeah, I'm
have
always poking the bear.
They have Draymond Green wearing a goddamn Michigan State uniform and say, "Oh, Draymond Green played both sports." No, Draymond Green was granted an opportunity to be on a team. Draymond Green was trash.
I said
And
that.
even he said it. Since we talk
Yeah.
about what people said, he even said it.
So I seen his highlight reel.
Ain't no, it don't exist.
It
Low
was one. It
lights.
was one play.
Low light.
It was horrible.
A low like it
Look it
don't
up.
exist.
They got one
All
play
I'm,
out there.
all I'm gonna say is Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless got tales of being basketball players. That's
They got
gentlemen
what?
yeah, they got tales of being basketball players. Tales. You know how Stephen A. say, yeah, I cracked my kneecap. Who the fuck says that, yo? He irritates me. Like who the hell says I cracked my kneecap in half? Like when you talk about basketball injuries, who the fuck says that? I cracked my kneecap in half. Shut up,
That's hard
Stephen
to do.
A.
Like you must have freaking.
He must have came down off a layup. I know he wasn't dunking.
Like,
Straight off a layup, knee to the ground.
like, nigga, show me the medical records on your cracked kneecap. You lying son of a bitch. I blew my knee out. That's you know what? When I get guys who I work with who I feel like they're not getting the girls like that, I'm like, and they be like 6'3". I'm like, bro, you have no excuse not to be getting cheeks. All you gotta do is say you played college basketball, but you messed your knee up or you messed your ankle up. Girls don't do background checks on that shit. They just looking for any reason to go to a restaurant and then suck your dick afterwards. That's it. Just play the just say you play basketball. Listen, I know what I'm talking. I know it works. You tell them this. You tell them this, and that's it. You don't got no footage? I had some, but you know how I be.
It's in
Yeah,
the
you right.
archives.
You know how. Yeah, the person who did my highlight tape, he was, you know what I'm saying, he was scandalous and he messed up the highlight tapes for everybody, like not just me, but everybody at my school, like all the players on the team. It's burn it, the shit, you know what I'm saying, it burned down in the building or something. You tell them this and they believe it, I'm telling you. But anyways, guys, I want to again thank you guys for joining us tonight, or me tonight, since Brian, old ass, probably sleep. He motherfucker always fall asleep early. What you guys got for us before we get out of here tonight, guys?
The first you over the bro. Go watch Patriot and Goliath. Patriot and Goliath fan film. What's it called? What
Fan short.
Fan short.
Name right.
Patriot and Goliath fan short on YouTube now.
And watch him get whooped.
All right, we're gonna
All
have
right,
to do a one-on-one with me and you. We're
is
gonna have
the
to do a
is the
one-on-one fight.
is the
Patriot
first
versus
film
Goliath, or
still
just Titan
is
versus Tanner in a
is
fictionalized
Gonna be
way.
both.
is the
Bro versus
first
bro.
film still available to be seen?
Yes, it's on YouTube as well. Patriot Pitch Reel, also directed by Keith Harris.
You get cooked in that one too.
Yeah, I take a L.
I got your back though, bro.
I ain't taking no more L's, bro. The third one, I gotta get my,
We got to
I
get
gotta get
listen.
mine, bro.
We got to get
Yeah,
y'all. We got to
exactly.
get y'all in the. We got to get y'all in the gym and get y'all body like movie star ready. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? We got to
Yeah, I'm
get
slacking. I gotta put
we
in
got to
some
get
work.
y'all. We got to get y'all bodies movie star
Let me
ready
see you
because
for come
because
on now.
Cause, cause, cause tight over there he looking like Uncle Keith, but you looking like Pops over there. You know what I'm saying? We need to get you get some walks in.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
you start running, bro. You need
So the
Ozempic.
next, hey, don't knock it till you try. I haven't tried it yet, but shit, I wouldn't knock it. Hey, if these chicks can get BBLs and all this other stuff,
yeah.
hey, hey, if you can afford it, board it. You feel me? Listen, so I
I
want to
know
get you
y'all boys
guys.
be dipping in them sauna suits.
Oh, I definitely use a sauna suit.
Yeah, I got one.
I
I
know.
I
gotta get in it though.
hey. No, but
Yeah,
seriously, though,
pretty
if
solid.
let me tell you, if you do use a sauna suit, use the shirt. Wear the shirt, the one that looks like like it looks like compression on the outside, but it has like the material on the inside. Those
Yeah,
are the most like the person who use sauna suits. Those are the most effective, and they don't look like you wearing a fucking sauna suit. They have some type of style to it, so you know what I'm saying, you can have reds in those. You know what I'm saying?
send me a link.
Yeah,
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 y'all be looking
absolutely.
like spaceman.
Yeah, I'd be
You said
looking
what?
like a freaking. I'm in a
Looking like
Busta
astronaut.
Rhymes video with Missy Elliott
Because
or something.
oh yeah, those are passe. The plastic bag looking joint. I don't use
Yeah,
those. Like I for me, I have it where I wrap. I have a wrap. I put the shirt on, and then I have a vest I put over top of it. I try to get as much sweat out as possible.
dang.
You
Yeah, I
know.
got a vest
Yeah,
too. So.
yeah. I try to get as much sweat out as possible. So uh, I look forward to having y'all on because I want to talk about some MCU stuff that's going on, and I want to get you guys take on those. And so be looking out for some future invitations to get in the ride with us. Hopefully, Brian will be there. If not, don't really need them. Just want them. Don't really need them. Also, before we go, I want to go and if you can see right here, I got the Cinema Junkie shirt. This is not the quality that I want to see. So this is one of the test shirts I have. If you buy it, you'll get a better looking one than this one. But this is the prototype, and I just threw it on because I wanted to have a shirt on. I didn't want to be nipples out on the podcast and have mosquitoes sucking titty blood out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that.
Ain't nobody
Not a
want
good.
that.
Nobody
Ain't
wanted it.
nobody.
Not just nobody want that. Only one person want that, and she in there sleeping right now. But no, I wanted get you guys on to talk about some stuff. I want to be able to share your videos. As you've seen, I have it on Cinema Junkies right now. I'm gonna have excerpts from this podcast. I'm gonna have them on Cinema Junkies as well as my Instagram, my YouTube. So my platform is your platform. So if anything you guys want to use as far as promoting, send it to me or tag me in it, and immediately as soon as I see it, I'm shooting back out. Thank you guys again for joining us tonight. Tell your producer I said hi and I love her.